Hey, welcome to live trading with Grandpa Sees the Blinking. And can Optimus trade stocks? I think so. We're going to go through it and why he should trade stocks for Grandpa. Grandpa needs a lot of help. Okay, so please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. And if you would, like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to get into these charts here shortly. Tesla had a high today of 179.22. Pretty impressive. We had a low of 171.92. And we closed at a respectable 176.88, just shy of 177. And after hours, of course, we closed at 8 o'clock at 177.40, and I expect it'll probably open around a buck less than that in the morning, but we'll see. Grandpa's not too good at that prognostication of the open. I think I'm 50% at best. Uh, hey, Tesla settled their lawsuit from that accident. Uh, it's the first time ever that they've settled with anybody. They've won every other case, hands down. And the word is that with Robotaxi coming out on August 8th, the unveiling of it, that they didn't want the continued bad press, and probably more importantly, they didn't want unnecessary regulations. And so now it's just gone away. And because the robotaxi thing that's a huge deal. And they don't need a bunch of problems prior to this unveiling, and to get so that they can have the robotaxi out and get it going in trials and whatnot. Divergence. Volume fell by 2 million shares on higher prices today. And yesterday, volume fell by 32 million shares on higher prices. And what's that mean? Well, volume is falling on higher prices. It means early warning of a reversal. And not a reversal up, a reversal down. So be real careful up here. I think Tesla is most likely going to run in a range of 171 to 181 tomorrow. And really, I expect it to run in the 170 to 180 range the rest of this week. Pretty pretty boring, and but we did have $7 movement today. However, didn't do Grandpa much good because Grandpa's coffee wasn't ready, and that gets back to Tesla Optimus. Can Optimus trade your stocks? In Grandpa's opinion, absolutely yes. And I'm going to point it out to you. You know, Optimus can see, he's self learning, and he'll get better at whatever you're teaching him. He can learn from you. So don't teach him any bad habits. So here at 7:15 a.m., Grandpa had the buy signal. I not only had the buy signal, I even had an arrow. And I truthfully, you would have got into this before that arrow even came. So you'd have been right down around 172 when you bought in. However, Grandpa didn't buy in. even, and this is a 15-minute chart, so it's a good strong buy signal. It's pre-market, 7:15 a.m., 15 minutes after the market opened. But Grandpa's brain was foggy, very foggy, and I was just starting to drink my first cup of coffee, and I thought, oh man, I don't want to jump into this thing yet. I don't want to do the right thing. So here you have a red candle. The next one, the body of it's engulfed into it. And of course, the next one is where you buy at 172. And worst case scenario, you're going to pick up $5 and get out right about in here, this area with, and you got your sell signal. Could have, there's a chance you might have sold up here and made you $7, but worst case scenario, you would have made $5. But Grandpa didn't get in on it, so I watched it go all the way up here. I was very discouraged with Grandpa at that point. Then I watched it come all the way down, and I finally got in on a buy signal right here. And, of course, I had to get out right here, so I made a whopping $1. $1 per share. Not too good. Not too good. So I missed the boat. I missed the boat. I didn't go with it. And human error. It's called human error. Now, Optimus, when Optimus sees this, and I've told Optimus that this is a buy signal, what's Optimus going to do? He's not going to have a groggy mind and need coffee like Grandpa, and he's going to buy that, and Grandpa's going to get his opportunity. Okay? So, and not only that, Optimus can monitor my blinking at the same time. He's monitoring my candles and the signals that I have. I don't have that much to teach Optimus. My system is so simple. And, that's just the way it is. And so he can monitor the blinking where the market makers are buying and selling far out from the price point, and because that even comes before the candles. They start raising the price up a lot of times. They do it different ways. There's like 3-4 different ways the market makers function, but a lot of times they'll be say they're shorting up at, because when they're shorting up above, it pulls it up. So say they're shorting at 1.8. Well, I'll give you some examples here today. They started out shorting in 186 area, and then they went to 187 shorting, and that was what pulled us straight up here. They raised it $1. And at the same time they were doing that, they were buying right out of the chute at 159, and they raised it up to 160, and then they raised it to 165. So they're pushing it from the bottom, so to speak, and they're raising the price on the bottom, and they're raising it on the top, and it pulls it up. So that's how that works. So, Grandpa should probably get an Optimus. The sooner the better. Usually I do fairly good, but it's just that it would be so much nicer with Optimus. So And I think we're going to have we got CPI coming out tomorrow before the open. Uh, so, it, you know, any profit's a good profit. Grandpa got a little bit of money today. And, if I would have had enough nerve, I could have held on and made turn $1 into $4 up here, even selling after hours. But I seen this downward deal coming, and I just took my profit. And Grandpa's a winner. Grandpa always sells early. But yeah, I missed the boat. So very quickly, let's look at some other charts. Here's the 30-minute. Beautiful buy signal here in the 30-minute at 172.50. You could have got in and took the ride up. Yeah, Grandpa I wasn't with it. I'll tell you right now, I was not with it. Hourly, beautiful buy signal. Right at 7 o'clock, I hadn't even had my coffee poured by then. I'm sleeping on the job here. So, and another opportunity right at the open, I could have got in. But anyway, and let's see what the 4 hours doing today. Nothing but a buy signal still in this 4 hour. So she's looking good. Don't get caught up here. You know, just don't get caught up here. And I'm looking for 162 next week. Very likely, in Grandpa's opinion. We are absolutely in a downtrend. Absolutely. Here's the daily. Oh, man. Well, we have a buy signal in the daily. There's no doubt about it. But we need the daily, the weekly, and the monthly to have the dominant trend. So, and I mean, truthfully, look at this. Here's 180 area, and what do we got on the bottom? 160 and a half. We're running 162. We have substance skin at 162, by the way. We're running just absolutely sideways, and that's the way it is. Let's look at the weekly quickly. Weekly, well, this candle, if this candle is green tomorrow, we will have a buy signal in the weekly. The Hull's giving us a buy signal. But it's too early to know what the candles, because we need all of Wednesday at least to know if this candle's going to be green. And even if it is green, we will see. I see pure sideways. What I see, we don't have a buy signal in the weekly, and I can tell you we don't have one in the monthly. Here's the monthly, and it is a sell with the arrow. It's a sell with the candles. It's a beautiful sell with these candles. It's just phenomenally strong. I can't emphasize it enough. This big green candle here, it's got two bodies engulfed into it. A red one, a green one engulfed into it, another red one, and this is the first one that broke down to the bottom side. And there's not big wicks really on them. Like there's big wicks here where she reversed. We don't have big wicks here. Grandpa's seeing this thing continuing down. We have substance at 152, 162, and 101. And you will see all those in your future. On the upside, we have substance at 203. You're going to see that eventually. And we have substance at 252 and, of course, 284. And you'll see all those numbers in your future. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. And we'll call it good. See you later. Bye-bye.